From Komando.com, it's your tech news today for Wednesday, July 25th. Coming up in a bit, officials say that Russian hackers have found a way to take control of the United States power grid. Plus, Google is making it easier for Chrome fans to surf the web more securely. And T-Mobile is expanding its already impressive lineup of perks for international travelers. All of that and more in Tech News Today from the news desk at Komando.com. We start today with another chilling report about Russian hackers. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, officials with the Department of Homeland Security say that Russian hackers have been able to gain access to the networks of the United States power grids last year. Now, this type of access would allow them to cause blackouts in heavily populated cities all across the country whenever they decide to attack. The hackers are known as Dragonfly or Energetic Bear. They're a Russian state-sponsored group. They gained access to the power grid with typical cyber criminal tools like spearphishing emails. They tricked victims into handing over passwords, giving the hackers access to third-party corporate networks, which allowed them to steal other credentials and access utility networks. The original attack claimed hundreds of victims, according to Homeland Security. Officials are still investigating the incident to see if it was all in preparation for a larger, future, regional or national blackout. If hackers take control of critical infrastructure, like the nation's power plants and power grids, they could cause immediate chaos throughout the entire nation. Imagine everyone loses power in major cities like New York or Los Angeles for days or even weeks. That means no water, no ATMs, no point-of-sale computers. You can't even run the gas pumps. We have more tech news ahead, but now, a quick thank you to our amazing partners at Indeed.
When posting on most job sites, you get candidates.
I'm the sales director.
I'm the sales director you're looking for.
But when you post on Indeed.com, you get the candidates just right for you.
I'm a sales director with an MBA, over 10 years experience, who's also fluent in Japanese.
With Indeed, you can add screener questions for a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates.
Arigato.
Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
More tech news right now. If you're a fan of the Google Chrome browser, you're going to love this. The latest version of the popular browser is Chrome 68, and it's designed to help you surf the web more securely. From now on, any website that's not encrypted with HTTPS will be marked as not secure by Chrome. This will make it easier to know if your personal information is safe as it makes its way across the internet. Now, whether you're checking bank statements or buying a new pair of shoes, if you load a site over plain HTTP, your connection is not encrypted. That means anybody on the network can see the information going back and forth, or even modify site content before it gets to you. And anytime you buy anything, like even a new pair of shoes, all your credit card information can be exposed. With HTTPS, connections to websites are encrypted, so anyone trying to snoop is locked out, and sensitive data like passwords and payment information will all be private when sent to any website. This new feature is beneficial in a multitude of ways. First, it gives you a warning when you're about to visit a site that's not secure. Second, it should motivate any website to improve their security and switch to HTTPS. This has been in the works for a couple of years. Currently, when you visit a site, if it's HTTPS, it will say secure in the address bar. Google's goal is to have all markings removed by October. At that time, the only thing you'll see in the address bar is a red "Not Secure" warning when you enter data on the HTTP pages. Here's some great news for travelers. T-Mobile has made its already impressive wireless plan for international travelers even better by covering nearly the entire planet. With the T-Mobile One plan, customers now have unlimited data, texting, and low-rate calling in more than 210 countries and destinations. That's up from the old number of 140. If you're traveling internationally, you can make calls at a flat rate of 25 cents per minute. Other carriers like Verizon and AT&T charge almost $2 a minute. The only glaring negative here is coverage comes with 2G data speeds when you're out of North America. However, T-Mobile is adding a high-speed data and unlimited calling abroad option. For $5 a day, you can get a T-Mobile Daily Pass that gives you 512 megabytes, up to 4G LTE speeds, and all the unlimited calls you want for 24 hours. To take advantage of the Daily Pass, you need to have the T-Mobile app installed on your phone. It will be available beginning August 1st. Other carriers are charging $10 a day for this type of Daily Pass. If you're not with T-Mobile, will these perks for travelers be enough to make you switch? Okay, if you use Bluetooth technology, listen up. Researchers have discovered a vulnerability in two related Bluetooth features: Secure Simple Pairing and LE Secure Connections. Now, what all that means is that Bluetooth specification recommends but doesn't require a device that supports these two features to validate the public key received over the air when you're pairing a new gadget. And that means connections between those paired devices could be vulnerable to attacks. It could allow a scammer to monitor or tamper with traffic between the two devices. For the attack to be successful, the hacker would need to be within wireless range of the two Bluetooth gadgets, specifically while they're going through the pairing procedure. The scammer would intercept the public key during the exchange by blocking each transmission and sending an acknowledgement to the sending device, that's probably your device, and sending a malicious packet to the receiving device, the thing you're pairing with. The good news is the Bluetooth Special Interest Group has updated the Bluetooth specifications to require all gadgets to validate public keys as a part of security procedures. However, there are some steps needed to be taken on your part to make sure that your connections are secure. You need to have the latest recommended updates installed on all your Bluetooth devices and from operating system manufacturers. This is something everybody should be doing on a regular basis already because most updates come with patches for security vulnerabilities. The new Galaxy Watch is coming, and Samsung has accidentally leaked details about it. Samsung's own website had a listing for the new smartwatch, but it's since been pulled. The design doesn't look like a big change from Samsung's previous smartwatch, the Gear S3, but there's some hints about some other changes. For example, looks like it's going to be available in rose gold, which was all the rage in phones a couple of years ago. It also appears a bit smaller than the S3 watch. The deleted listing also mentions Bluetooth, so it could link to a cell phone just like the Apple Watch does. It also wraps in Samsung's virtual assistant Bixby. Wireless charging is likely to be available too, so you won't have to plug it in and juice it up. Other details and specs are not available yet. Samsung is expected to launch the Galaxy Watch along with a Galaxy Note 9 on August 9th. No word yet on what any of this is going to cost. Now, this could have been another attack on our elections, but it seems like it's something else. Dozens of unused web addresses appeared, implying that United States senators were for sale. And they've been purchased, most of them, by the Democratic Party itself to keep these things out of use. At least 27 senators facing re-election this fall and in 2020 had their for sale domains bought. That includes Democrats and Republicans. It's routine for a campaign to buy any domains that could be used negatively against a campaign, but this was a stealth purchase by the Democratic Party, and after Russians have been accused of meddling in U.S. elections, it set off some alarms when it was discovered. It only cost about $18 to buy a website that could be used against you and sit on it, not use it. And when the sites were purchased, the Democratic group that bought the sites tried to remain anonymous, which also raised even more questions about how the sites were going to be used. In all, about 280 similar sites have been purchased since March alone. The cybersecurity director for the Sergeant at Arms, the highest-ranking U.S. law enforcement officer in the Senate, has started an investigation. Every August, around the 12th or the 13th, the Perseid meteor showers will peak. But what about a meteor shower on demand? Well, that's what a new Japanese company is promising beginning in 2020. The company is offering what it calls a whole new level of entertainment, and they're not kidding. They're going to create an artificial meteor shower for a project they call Sky Canvas. Meteor showers occur when dust particles in outer space enter the Earth's atmosphere, most commonly when the Earth's orbit passes through the tail of an old comet. They burn up in the sky, and they're quite lovely. The company, though, plans to reproduce the effect artificially with shooting star particles particles and specially designed little microsatellites and drop them through the atmosphere. The particles will be specially designed to glow in different colors when they burn based on their chemical composition, just like fireworks. The satellites will launch the pellets, which will all disintegrate and burn up in the atmosphere when they drop, so there'll be nothing left to hit the ground. The microsatellites will carry enough pellets to put on 20 or 30 shows. Their first satellite is scheduled to be launched in March, with another to follow soon afterwards. The company plans to have both satellites ready for its first meteor shower over Hiroshima by February 2020. After that, shows can be launched anywhere around the Earth. Now, a small fireworks show costs you about $3,500 a minute. The cost to buy a special meteor shower has not yet been announced. Finally, for today's Komando Kicker, a weird glitch in Google Translate is turning the service into a bizarre doomsday prophet. For example, if you type in the word dog into Google Translate 20 times, and ask it to translate from the native Hawaiian language into English, you get a creepy message stating that the doomsday clock is 3 minutes to 12. And it says, we're experiencing characters and a dramatic development in the world which indicate that we are increasingly approaching the end times and Jesus' return. And asking Google Translate to translate the word AG, whatever that is, multiple times from Somali to English, and Google Translate spouted out more biblical references. Apparently, the glitch is fixed, and we'll see. For more fun and interesting facts, go to Komando.com and search for Komando Kicker. That's our tech news today. Special thanks to our partners at Udemy.
If you know anything at all about me, you know I'd love a great podcast, like the one you're listening to right now. And not only do I get to host a couple of podcasts every week, I'm also a big podcast listener. Podcasts allow me to go deeper into subjects, which is why podcasts are incredible tools for not only entertainment, but also learning. So let me turn you on to Udemy. What's your passion? At Udemy, you can learn anything. And when I say anything, I'm telling you that Udemy offers more than 65,000 courses on, well, anything. And it's the largest space for online learning. It has something truly for everyone. You want to become a better investor, photographer, gardener, writer, or maybe teacher? How about web developer or something really different? Maybe tarot cards. You'll find it at Udemy. But what if you're an expert on something? Maybe you're an expert photographer or teacher. Then sign up as a Udemy instructor. You can earn money and sell your class right from their website.
Get started from anywhere, your smartphone, tablet, or computer. That's ude.my/today. Right now, get 90% off when you sign up for classes. That's ude.my/today.